What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and here we go. We have new coach, and no surprise, it's Thiago Motta. It's confirmed. He's gonna sign a deal. He's gonna be the new Juve coach. He is gonna be the guy Juntoli chose to lead the new Juve into a potential new winning era, or that's the idea, I guess. We can talk about contract length: 2+1, 3, 4 million, 5 million, 3.5 million. That will sort itself out really later on. Actually, when the news actually completely triples to whatever. But we will talk about all that. We will talk about finally, not finally. Yeah, I was gonna say finally, the club does something thinking outside of the box. Um, that wasn't Pirlo, because that Pirlo one was a panic one in my opinion. The way it was built up, the way he got the job. But this is kind of outside of the box thinking. So that's what we're gonna talk about. Before we do that, smash the like button. Do it now. Hit the like. Let's get to at least 150 likes for this video. It should be easy. So hit the like button now, subscribe, and let's talk about the new coach. So Thiago Motta it is. I kind of not downplayed it, but I was like, it's not official until it's basically official, which is kind of it is now. That we have a new coach. We all knew that it was gonna be him. He was a out and out front runner, and if you sack your coach and you do it even before the end of the season, you better be sure that you have your new coach sealed and delivered, basically. And that's what it basically is now. Juntoli chose Thiago Motta. This was never gonna happen if Agnelli was still in charge, because it was a different setup. You had actually Agnelli making these type of decisions, coaching wise more so, or have a final say. I think Alcon just gave Juntoli control, and he basically said sport, like purely based on actual sport, it's on you. Financially, yeah, I have my guys in there, Scanavino and Ferrero. There, you need to check with them, obviously. But purely on, okay, I want that coach to lead the new Juve. That's on you, and that's on you only. I think he never had that at Napoli as well. I think it was kind of like Agnelli, where he had the final say on coaching decisions. I think over here, he's in full control sporting-wise, purely like based on I'm going to lead a new team from top to bottom, football-wise. It's him. I don't need to. I'll pat like I run it over with Alcon. This is what I'm gonna do because at the end of the day, he owns the club still. But he's probably not gonna challenge me because he gave me the keys to this team. He gave me the team to this club, the keys to this club to make a decision. And the decision was, I'll come in last summer. I came in and already made my mind up. Allegri's not gonna be my coach for the following seasons, and he made that very clear. Allegri made that very clear in the summer when he signed that he didn't want Juntoli with all the leaks and all his buddies talking about it in the media. It was very clear where this was going. There was only one way this was going to end, and it was with a sack and Thiago Motta being the coach. Now, on Thiago Motta, I've seen a lot of comparisons. In 1990, we signed a coach from Bologna and it failed, and this and that. You cannot look at the past for these type of things. You can. We signed Conte, who did only bits in Serie B, and he was a success. You signed Allegri when nobody kind of wanted it. Everybody knows what happened when he signed for us, and he did what he had to do. We signed Sarri. He won, and it completely failed. Like it can go good, it can go bad. Only time will tell. What we do know for a fact, this was going bad and a change was needed. You cannot say after 4 years, oh, this failed, we should have never sacked Allegri. We should have sacked Allegri, period. If this is a good decision, time will tell. He's not my first choice. I still like Italiano over anyone. If you want to go that route and not world-class proven, I still love Italiano more. I'll stick with that, but I will back Motta. I like Motta. He's going to need some time, to adjust to build something new with a bit more pressure, obviously. Weed out a lot of players, install his style in a team that had no identity for 3 years, that looks lost on the pitch every single time. He's going to need to do a lot, and so is Juntoli. He's going to need to back him. Like I said so many times, you have your coach, do not fail him now, back him. And with back him, I don't mean spend 100 million but spend 100 million with his consent. Don't sign him gold miners. I'm saying 60 million, and Motta's like, actually, I don't need a gold miners. If you can give me a Samarcic and a Turam, I'm okay. I can make it work with these guys. Then you need to go that route. That's what I'm saying. So you need to back him. You need to give him the players he wants, which again should be sustainable for the club at this moment in time, or as always. But you need to back him. If he needs two midfielders and you can sell a lot of them because he's not going to play with three or with four or whatever, you do that. You need to trust him. Otherwise, this is going to go south and fail from day one, because expectation at the club, that's never going to change. It's winning. It's winning. I was not expecting that for Allegri this season. And even the following season, if he stayed on, I know the changes in the team are needed to be made, but it needs to be clear that, okay, we are going into the direction where we're going to win. That's what we need to see next season. There are no excuses. You cannot have a worse season than this season, and you can finish second closest, and you can we just need to adjust that, and we have a good squad to compete and win again. I'm fine with that because I want to see progress. I've not seen progress for 3 years. I want to see this club going into the right direction where we can sit 2 years from now and we're like, okay, we're going to be winning or in the mix every single season again. Not win 9 in a row, because that's never going to happen again probably, but win 1 or win 2 in a row, have an off season with, you got close, but you didn't get there, win again, compete. That's what we need. People need to forget about 9 in a row. That's not going to happen. That's not real. That's not reality. That's not real. That shouldn't be real. It was real, but it shouldn't be real. And it's probably never going to be real again for us, for any team. But that's what we should be going to. Go into the direction where we are going to win and compete. But you need to build that from the ground up. Like I said so many times, with 3 years and nothing has been built. Motta comes in, there's nothing he can build on. The back line stinks. We cannot defend unless we sit back with 11 men. The midfield cannot control pace. We struggle to actually create chances on a regular basis, clear-cut chances. We are heavily dependent on individual brilliance. We're heavily dependent on your striker holding up play and linking up play, holding up the ball so the team can, cover some ground. We are heavily dependent on crosses from the wing. It's not good. There's nothing. Motta will come in and say, you know what, I'm going to build on that. Counter-attack football, good. Let's start with that. No, nothing is good. So that's why I'm like, it's a big overall, because it's going to take some time, to go from what we see now to what we actually need. No matter what team, what's players you're going to get. Even if you sign 5 new starters, it's going to take some time. Even if you keep the same team, it's going to take time to change the belief and the mindset in the team, especially the mindset. The mindset is atrocious. We approach games scared. We approach games with so much respect for teams that shouldn't be getting our respect. So it's a big change, but it is what it is. It's a new era. Only time will tell if it's a good one. Juntali made his bet. Now he needs to lay in it. And only time will tell if it's a good thing. The only thing that we know for certain was good is this was not the way. Players-wise and coaching-wise, things needed to change. Juntali came in for this reason. He changed the coach. Now it's time to change the players, and actually get back up there. So let me know in the comments what you think. It's Thiago Motta. It's a here we go. He is the new coach of this club. And it's going to be an eventful summer. I will tell you that. So let me know in the comments. Like the video. 150 likes. Subscribe. And I'll see you guys. Ciao.